Hi, today is day 14. I am using light weights, 3-pound weights, and an exercise ball today. So we'll just start with some breath work. You can sit crisscross. You can place that ball over to the side. You don't need it, but you can bring your opposite hand over. Lift up and over and exhale on the stretch. And inhale and bring it back up. And again, lengthen that spine and then reach up and over. Keep that breath going. A couple more here. Try to keep your opposite hip anchored and not let it lift up. Last one. And then we'll bring it over to side 2. Bringing that other arm out, reach up and over. And again, inhale, exhale. A couple more here. Reach up and over, pulling that navel in like you're in between 2 panes of glass. And bring it back through center. Okay, we're just gonna move that ball out of the way for now. You're gonna come down sideline. Top leg is going to stamp that foot in front with your knee to the ceiling. Bottom leg is along the mat. I'm on my forearm. I'm keeping myself lifted, pulling that navel in. Flex through that bottom foot, and you're just gonna lift and lower, getting some good inner thigh work here. Really working the side body today. Keep that foot flexed, actively flexing it. Don't just let it hang there, but really take that flexion from that ankle. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, point through that ankle, and now you're gonna leg circle in one direction, maybe the size of a softball. Holding this, try not to sink into those hips, but pull that navel, try to keep that side lifted. For 4, 3, 2, 1, let's reverse it. Again, opposite direction with that circle. Maybe the size of that softball, lift from that inner thigh. Holding it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, little tiny pulses. You can keep that foot pointed. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Holding that here. Breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower it down. Whew, okay. Now we are going to take that leg that's in front and place it behind. You're going to prop yourself up into a modified side plank. So you're gonna lift yourself up. That bottom leg is on the ground. That other leg, that foot's flat. Tuck that tummy in, elbow under that shoulder. You're gonna lift that leg. See if you can sweep that leg forward and flex it back. Holding that hip off the ground if possible. And bring that other hand here and back for 8 and 7. Keep that tummy tight. Try not to move those hips. 4. It's very challenging. If you need to take a break, take a break. Last 2. And last 1. And lower it on down. Whew. So working that inner thigh, feeling that glute of that leg that's pressed into the ground. Okay, we're gonna grab that ball now. Give that arm a little rest, but we're gonna go back to it. We're placing that ball nice and low between our ankles, lengthening those legs. So your legs are slightly propped in front of you. Again, elbow under shoulder, bring that top arm up. We are going to lift those hips up, use that bottom oblique to lift it up, tap it down, and then lift those bottom legs up. And again, press it up, use those obliques to lift, and up. Press it up, and up. For 8. So you lean back a little bit on that glute. Squeeze that ball as you lift those legs, really feeling it through that bottom thigh. For 4. Make sure that navel's pulled in. 3. And 2. And last 1. And then let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Hold the legs up. See if you can squeeze that ball together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Bend through those legs, press yourself up. Give your arm that you were leaning on just a little bit of a stretch here. We have another variation on this side before we go over to side 2. If you need to stretch them back. I'm gonna move that ball out of the way. I'm gonna come into a modified side plank. We're gonna have my hands this time. So the bottom leg is bent. We're leaning into that side plank. So you're gonna have an angle on that bottom leg. Top leg is right in line with that hip. And you're gonna lift it on up. I'm actually gonna place that top arm behind the base of my skull. And we're gonna sweep that leg forward, pointing through that foot, and flex it back past your hips. And sweep it forward, and flex it back. Sweep it forward, flex it back. Holding it at hip height, feeling those glutes and hamstrings engaging. As you sweep it back and forth, try not to shake or roll your hips back and forth. Tuck that tummy for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then hold it there. See if you can lift that leg above hip height and back to hip height. For 8, flex through that foot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it on down. Whew. Come back through center. You should have felt that through both sides of the obliques, inner outer thighs. Feeling it everywhere here. And then we'll go over to side 2. Take that stretch when we're done. Okay, so we came in that sideline position, stamp that top leg, bottom leg is long against the mat. If you want the arm up or a kickstand or on the knee, start the lifts and lowers. Again, lifting from that hip socket. Try not to sink into that arm. Use those obliques to kind of keep yourself propped up, less pressure on the shoulder. Keep that foot flexed. Wasn't really flexing from the ankle. You should feel a difference when you flex from the ankle versus the toes. Your foot should be like flat, like it's on the ground. For 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, point through that foot. Start those circles. Again, about the size of a softball. Circling it around. Re-engage that core. Keep everything lifted through the side body down here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. Might feel weird at first to reverse it, but you'll get the hang of it. Maybe start smaller than a softball, size of a tennis ball. Keep that head don't let it shift. Keep it back, chin back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower it down. Whew. Okay, now this is where we stamp that foot from front to back. Lift up into that side plank, lift that leg up and sweep it forward and back. I'm pointing through my ankle here. Holding this for 8. Keep breathing. 4, 3, the core engaged. 2, oh, I'm falling out of it. And 1, lots of stability, challenging here. Whew. Bring it on down. Whew. Okay, if you want to stretch out that arm for a moment, then we're gonna grab that ball, place it between those ankles, still on that forearm, lift up through that lower side body, prop those legs forward, and we're gonna do the hip lift, Use those obliques to lift, and then lift those legs. Lift it up. Keep a squeeze on that ball. Maybe side 2 feels different. Definitely does for me, because I have scoliosis, so my 2 sides of my obliques are definitely different. It's okay. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3. It's getting harder to lift my legs. 2. And last one. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Whew. I need to release that shoulder a little bit. Lift those legs up. Hold it there. Squeeze those legs as you hold them in the air. Squeeze that ball for 5, 4, 3, and slightly back on my glute. 2, and last one. Whew, and lower that down. You can place that ball out of the way. We are going to come up into that side plank modified on the hand. That leg is down on the ground. I'm gonna place that hand behind the base of my skull. I'm gonna lift that leg up to hip height. And we're gonna sweep it forward, pointing through that foot, and flex it back past that hip. Try not to rock your hips forward and backward. See if you can keep that leg at about hip height. Keep that tummy tucked, pull it in. Breathing here. If at any point you need to come out of this, totally fine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to hip height, hold it there, foot flexed, lift it up and down to hip, higher than hip, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower it down. Whew, oh my goodness. Okay, stretching out both my arms here. I'm gonna take a little forward fold with that butterfly stretch. Take 2 deep breaths. And round through that spine and come up tall. I am gonna come to a kneeling position here. I am gonna grab my weights. Okay, I'm gonna place both hands with elbows a little wider but down towards that ground, palms facing away from me. I'm actually gonna extend, let's do this leg long. So I am going to hinge from my hips, bringing it down and squeeze it up. So hinge down and squeeze. So you should be feeling it through the thighs, through the glutes, holding this. And then we're gonna add on here, that leg is on the mat, that's out long to the side. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it up. We're gonna laterally flex away from that leg, use those obliques to lift it up, and then add that squat. Laterally flex. Using a lot of pelvic floor here too, so keeping that tummy tucked, pulling it in and up as you come down and up. Breathing here, taking 2 more. And last one. And then holding it up. And then we're gonna twist and bring it back. Twist and back. Twist. So try to keep those hips straining forward as you twist. Exhale on the twist. Inhale on the reset. For 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and bring it down. And bring it in. And take a little forward fold here. Press yourself on up, come back to that high kneel, extend out that other leg, bring those arms back, and then we're going to bring it down, hinging from that hip and squeezing through that glute as you press yourself up. For 8, 7, keep that spine long when you send back your hips and lower yourself down. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it up, laterally flex away from that leg, and bring it down and up. Laterally flex, again, making sure you're keeping that navel pressed in and up, rib cage drawn down. Really important as you flex away, and bring yourself back up to keep that core engaged. For 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring it up, and then we twist. Twist and forward. Twist, forward. Exhale on the twist. Inhale on the reset. For 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. And then bring it down, bring that leg in, and come on down for a moment. Round through that back, extend up, just a modified cat-cow. Nice job. Okay, so now we come to standing. Get a little standing balance challenge. I'm gonna turn to the side. Your feet are about hip distance apart. When you look at your feet, they look like the number 11, and they are about a fist distance apart. I have my weights in hand. I'm gonna go into a chair squat. When I chair squat, I'm gonna bring the arms out wide and up, and then back down and squeeze through those glutes and press through those heels. Here we go for 8, 7, put the weight through the heels, 6, 5, if there's too much to go overhead, you can always bring them in front like that, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna hold it. I'm gonna bring my arms in front as I hold that chair squat. We're gonna go down for 2 and squeeze it up. Down for 2, try to get low. Squeeze it up for 8, 6, let's give you numbers, 4, 2, let's do one more, and 1, and bring those arms down. Whew, okay. We're gonna be chair squat, holding and bringing my arms in because they're very tired. Holding it here. We're gonna step it back and bring it in. Other leg goes back. Maybe concentrate on a focal point here as you take those back lunges. It's just a tuck toe tap. Keep that belly engaged so you're not going through the low back at all. Keep on breathing. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Let's hold it. If you want to challenge those arms, I'm going to drop my weights. Bring those arms up overhead as I hold this chair squat. Keep the tummy tucked. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it down. Whew, and bring it up. Shake out those legs. I'm gonna bring it down for just the final stretch here. I'm going to just go into that spine stretch, legs wide, feet flexed. Bring those arms up overhead, bring them to shoulder height, tuck that tummy, C-curve through that spine, reach forward and round through that spine and sit up tall. And again, reach forward, press the navel behind you. So we want a nice curved spine like a C. Then you reach forward. Drop those hands to those feet and pull yourself even further forward. Whew. And then round back up. If you need a little more side glute stretch, apologize for the noise. Children are loud. You can take and hold that as long as you need. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.